Hello, my name is Jeff Wasielewski and I'm the Commercial Tropical Fruit Extension Agent for Miami-Dade County, and today I'd like to teach you how to make a proper pruning cut and where to make your cuts. Let's get started. Okay, so whenever I am going to do a fair amount of pruning, I want to be safe. So I have my arms covered, I have pants that are a little thicker, I have my tools at my side, I have safety glasses on. If I'm going to be in the sun, I'll wear protection for the sun. Today we're going to be in the shade. And then very crucial, you want to have your hands protected as well, because when you're pruning, you're using sharp things, so you need to protect yourself. All right, so now I'm ready to prune. Today we're going to be pruning a lychee tree. Some call it lychee. Lychee is both correct. And this is a very dense wood, so if you're going to cut this, it's going to be a little difficult. And what I want to show you is where to make your cut, if you're going to make a cut. If you make a thinning cut, where you're coming all the way back to the trunk or to a major limb, if you come a little closer, what I want you to see is, if you look here, this is a branch that was broken off by nature, just kind of broke on its own, something like this, and it left that little collar. That's called the branch bark collar, and you want to leave that because in that collar there are cells that will help to callus the wound and heal the wound. If you do a flush cut and get rid of that collar, the wound is going to have a little harder time healing up. All right, so if you take a look at this, if you come in a little closer here, you can see that this was a branch. It got shaded out by the canopy and actually broke out on its own. This was a natural break, and nature knows what it's doing, so it kind of left that little callus there, or rather the branch collar here. And then if you look over here, this is an area where a cut was made in the past, and you can see the collar was left and it healed itself over very nicely, very beautifully. So this is a nice protected area. It's not going to be an open wound or a dead area. So here's a perfect example of a mistake. All right, this was cut here. Maybe this branch was in the way. This branch was cut. They left a stub and this stub died. So now you have a big piece of rotten wood here. You have just this little weak branch here, so it's alive in the back. So what I need to do to fix this is come back and make a proper cut and get that dead wood out of my tree. Okay, so I'm going to first kind of get this out of my way, and then we need to kind of look here. If you come in a little closer, you can kind of see right there, that would be our collar. So I want to make my cut somewhere in there. It can't always be perfect. We're going to try our best. Now if I just come straight from the top, the weight of this could make a little tear, so I'm going to do an undercut first. Actually, we'll do a three-step cut. So I'm going to do my first cut here, kind of get a little weight off. And this is dead, so it's a little easier to cut. All right, so now we got the weight off, so now I'm going to come in here. So that's, make another little undercut. There. Now I'm just going to come from the top and clean it up. Okay, so that's where the cut should have been made originally, and that now gets our dead wood out of this tree. All right, so here we see just a very obvious collar. It's not always going to be this easy. So this branch is dead. It's being shaded out by the canopy, and I'm just going to remove that, get rid of that dead wood. So this is easy. Again, because this wood is fairly dense, the lopper is not quite the right tool here. So small undercut, and then right on that line, and it's pretty easy. All right, so go ahead and take a look at that. And you see, we've left the collar, got rid of the dead wood, and that's a proper pruning cut. All right, so today we learned how to make a proper thinning cut. Next time we'll talk about a proper heading cut, but remember, a thinning cut comes all the way down to a main branch or the main trunk. And the most important thing is you do want to leave the collar. Don't make a flush cut. Don't leave a stub. All right, I am Jeff Wasielewski, Commercial Tropical Fruit Extension Agent for Miami-Dade County. And remember, if you know it, you can grow it. Leave the collar, don't make a flush cut, don't leave a stub, and soon